Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Chaos Gate series. It has been quite some time since we have done a video on this series, but I'm glad to be back doing the regularly scheduled stuff. Again, this series will come out twice a week on Sunday. That is just going to be the schedule for a while, and let's go ahead and reacquaint ourselves with the story here. Let me go ahead and thank the channel members first, though. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Mooncheese, Cameron, Franklin, Shadowfighter Pro, and JT. Thank you guys so much for those channel memberships. Really helps out a lot. I'm slowly running out of storage on my computer for recording and stuff, and I usually like to keep a week's worth of recordings at a time, maybe 2 weeks if I can, but even with my 2 terabyte expansion SSD, well, not expansion SSD, but M.2 SSD that I just recently added, I've already filled up like 3/4 of that in 1 week, so we are definitely struggling here, but that is okay. All right, looks like everyone is going to recover very soon. What are we waiting on? Just the research then, right? Yeah, we are just waiting on this research. 42 days to get that research done. Let's see, is that gonna give us? No, it's not gonna give us what we want. What about this one over here? That one is gonna give us requisition. We really need grimoires to finish research, pretty much. That is all we are really waiting on. Go ahead and do a little bit of travel here. We pretty much have the speed to make it anywhere in the system. Just by avoiding the Death Guard ships, the Death Guard fleets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them right now. Holy shit. All right, let's go and advance a little bit of time here until we get some new missions. Oh, we got something. Uh-oh.
Commander, the influence of this plague cult is far greater than we feared. My spies tell me a major gathering will take place to preach this heresy in public.
Unacceptable on a Grey Knight strike ship. Commander, I will depart with a squad of our finest and tend to this immediately.
That may deal with the symptom, but not the cause, Ektar. Give me leave to infiltrate their ranks. I will mind wipe their leaders and flush out the rest of the cult myself.
Denial.
Ah, shit.
Ongoing heresy cannot be tolerated on the edict. Recommend voiding the gathering into space. Associated risks tolerable.
The cure will be at some risk. Purge all crew and servitors. Yeah. The ship will be at some risk. I'd rather risk the ship. Yeah, that's fine. That's not terrible. Oh, warp drive is damaged. Okay, great. That's not exactly what I would call super ideal, but we can always repair that. And I say we repair the warp drive first, but we don't have any servitors is the really shitty part. Let's go ahead and let's go this way and attempt to get back towards the center here so that we can maneuver around the galaxy here. I think we are approaching the end of the game. I'm not sure if we're not quite there yet, but I think we are getting pretty close. All right, 30 days until that is finished researching. We are gonna have to dodge these Death Guard ships here, these Death Guard fleets. See if we can get some new missions with some servitors. That would be ideal. Okay, we got 3 new missions. Let's see. That's grimoires. That helps with research. That one's requisition. Is there one for servitors? That's 10 servitors, but this is a very dangerous mission. Do we have another prognosticar to attune? No, we do not. Shit. God damn it. All right, not exactly what I would call ideal. Let's go ahead and just wait here and see if we can find something that's a bit easier to take on. The Morbius. Oh, pause. I need to get the fuck out of here. That was close. Almost really fucked up there. We're gonna go ahead and advance some more time here. Okay, we gotta get out of the way of this one as well. All right, those missions have expired. Let's see if we can get some new ones here. All right, new missions detected. Let's see here. That's one requisition. This is 20 servitors. Yeah, we need to take on the servitor missions. That is going to be a very tough mission though, I think. 6 days until the research is done. I think I kind of want to wait to see what happens after we complete the research, but I'll head this way like as we are waiting for that to be completed. We have 4 servitors right now. Oh no, another intervention.
Crucial systems have been damaged from our recent skirmish.
Construction suspended. Okay, that's not terrible. We have finished the research though. Let's go ahead and see how it advances the storyline.
Inquisitor. Inquisitor. Inquisitor.
I saw it, Ektar. I saw it all.
I thought you lost in the monster's mind.
Almost, perhaps. But I've seen... I've seen how the bloom yet remains so strong.
Analysis.
A weakening Inquisitor. A hopeless cause. It seems your crusade ends here.
Inquisitor.
Its power is drawn from a wellspring within the Empyrean. A network of roots reaching directly from the Garden of Nurgle. Sever these roots, and the seeds will wither. The bloom will dwindle and perish.
That is deep within the Immaterium. Far beyond the Edict's reach.
The Dominus speaks truth. To locate the Garden of Nurgle within the warp would be impossible, even for the Grey Knights.
I have no more insight to offer. We cannot track the remaining Reapers, nor can we walk into hell itself armed with only faith and fury. Even if we could, no weapon we possess could hope to cut them so close to the source of their power. I see no hope in this.
There is none left for you, Carver. Not even that disgusting Grand Master could help you now.
What did it say?
Contradiction. Caldor Drago travels the warp freely.
Ah, throne!
Additional. He bears the Titan sword.
No purer blade has ever existed.
Uncertain. However, no armament exists on Titan which surpasses it.
We must try to reach him.
Your Supreme Grand Master has been cursed to wander the Sea of Souls. Our meeting on the Craft World was blind luck. We cannot simply shout into the void and pray he answers.
Contra-assumption. Conditions on the Aldari craft world were novel, but distinct. The birthing of the Reapers echoed through a breach in the warp. Drago indicated being drawn to the phenomenon.
To recreate such a disruption would require a force of extreme... The Prime Seeds.
What? We only hold 3 of those cursed things.
Yes, but each one contains a massive concentration of bloom essence. If I were to destroy them simultaneously, all that vile power would explode in a massive dispersal. It might draw Drago's attention once again.
Insufficient. The craft world existed within unstable real space. A breach in the warp would still be necessary.
Yes, but if we were able to find a place where the veil between worlds was similarly thin...
Conclusion. The conditions that drew the Supreme Grand Master on the craft world could be recreated.
I suspect the warp storms that ravage this sector might offer a potential candidate.
An astute recommendation, Ektar. I am impressed. Ugh. Commander, we should set course for the nearest warp storm and scan for the necessary conditions.
Well, that is not a good sign. Did everyone see Ektar raising his bolter, ready to fire on Inquisitor Vakir? She is not in a good state, we'll put it that way. I believe we are going to be able to outmaneuver these Death Guard ships here. Oh god, Grandmaster report. Let's see what's going on.
Commander, I bring troubling news. An entire inquisitorial research expedition was afflicted with a psychic mucoid infection while seeking evidence for this Morbus theory. The affliction spread rapidly throughout their ship, and by the time our brothers arrived, it became necessary to purge all hands.
A psychic assault on the Inquisition, Grandmaster. We could not have anticipated.
At ease, Ektar. The damage was contained.
Ah,
I
shit.
suspect this was not a direct attack, but a defensive reaction against their intrusion. In the interest of caution, I am restricting the use of prognosticars in your sector until we can be certain their wards are reconsecrated against further psychic interference.
That is
Commander,
really bad.
what say you? Acknowledged, Commander. Humility is a virtue I oft neglect, though it was the Inquisitor's blatant hubris that first colored my bias.
Blatant hubris.
Shut up,
It's clear
Vakir.
now
Okay,
that all
thank
of
you.
Your predictions have proved accurate. Mark my words, this affront will be met with immediate action. I am sending a strike force of my own brotherhood, the Sword Bearers, to join you. Together, we will purify the sector
Oh,
and
shit.
finish this holy work.
That would be quite
Strike force
useful.
would be a tremendous boon.
Finally, it seems we will get the support we need. Let us hope it is not too late.
Yeah, that would be really, really helpful. Let's see, we're maxed out on pretty much everything except for the night requisitions, so we'll go ahead and do that. Well, and the war gear as well, but besides the point, it says they were sending a full strike force to us. Let's go check the barracks here really quick. I'm gonna send him back to Titan. Yes. All right, and then we will attempt to maybe okay, it's gonna cost 2, and that's a fucking apothecary. We don't want an apothecary. I need something better than that. We have a librarian rank 1. We have 3 rank 9s and then a rank 5. I mean, like, he's better than nothing, but also like, I don't really want an apothecary. All right, we will head over to Interater. Oh wait, whoa. Interas 4. God, English is a hard language sometimes. All right, explore the other storms. No ritual site found. Okay. Well, we got to go check this one now. Oh, there's 2 storms here. There is one right there too. Maybe we can maneuver around here in order to reach the storm. Of course, it's not going to be the 2 that we actually checked. Because why would it be? What is this one here? What is that mission there? Is that like Mechanicus or something? I don't know. Interesting. All right, well, we will head into this other storm over here.
Commander, we have identified an ideal location on the planet Krista for Vakir to perform her ritual and attempt to draw the attention of Supreme Grandmaster Kaldor Drago. This location has been added to your star map.
All right. Okay, the ritual right here. This is extreme danger level. All right, here we go. Okay.
Warp storms barrage the edict's surface.
Okay. That's fine. We're good. We're all Gucci. Thank God we have the fucking enhanced Geller build. If you have not gotten that, I would recommend getting it before the before like you have to go after the different colors of seeds.
Matches our Auspex telemetries. The veil between the Sea of Souls and real space is slim.
The cathedral here was once a monument to the Emperor's majesty. Now it's a ruin to blasphemy and sacrilege.
I can feel the emanations of misery within. Commander, this world is overrun with the bloom, while the warp storm narrows the precipice between our real space and the warp. This is as close to an ideal candidate we are liable to find for this ritual. With your leave, I will prepare the prime seeds for the mission ahead.
Man, Vakir is really starting to worry me. Like, I know I've been saying that since probably like episode 15, but good God, she really is. We are gonna get four different types of seeds here. Oh, actually, we're gonna get all of the types of seeds. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna get 2 of each. That's pretty solid. That is gonna lower the corruption by 5, and the requisition is it's gonna give us 5 requisition, which is good. Oh, rank 4 purifier. That would be pretty welcomed, I would say. Let's go ahead and also start to repair the ship. I think it's just the warp drives that are damaged. Yes, it is. Okay. See, that's why having the servitor, 1 servitor every 10 days, that is a pretty solid thing to get. It does help out quite a large amount, especially later on. Tier 3 power armor would be really nice. If I had to play through this again, I would say I would I would probably play the same way. I would just play better, if that makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and start the mission though. We have Crow, Thule, Vakir, Storm, and Justicar Ulrich Atlantis. God damn, I can't talk today. Hope y'all are enjoying this. Not many people do seem to enjoy it, but the ones who do watch every video, so.
The wards on the prime seeds are reaffirmed and are in your hands.
Good. I will blaze them into the warp with the Emperor's purity.
A pale ember against the flame of 1 trillion tormented souls.
Cease your prattle.
Inquisitor.
It is nothing, Dominus. Initiate teleportation.
Hold strong, Vakir. My brothers will protect you to the last.
Thank you, Hector.
That is until we have to execute you, of course.
Hector, the Inquisitor's pulse has risen considerably.
Her resistance has proven almost inhuman. But it is clear she has finally reached her limits.
Thank God someone else finally said it.
My part.
Upon her return, then?
If she returns.
Yeah, I'm counting on her being corrupted in this mission. I have a feeling that she will reach the maximum level of corruption, and we will have to put a bolt in the back of her head. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Extreme threat.
Yes, the wholly beautiful work of the Plague God.
Never have I felt such torment.
Oh, you will feel all this and more, Carver. Soon.
Silence!
Inquisitor, our goal is the inner sanctum. You know what must be done.
We gotta get all the way up here. All the way right here to this ritual spot here. That is going to be quite the task, I feel. I think we could mostly outrun the enemies, so I don't think it's going to be too bad, but there may be some patrols roaming around. I'm really hoping that there are not, but there may be. So we do have to be kind of careful here. We don't want to use too many psychic abilities here. We would really prefer just to keep the warp very low.
Your orders.
Looks like Thule has oh yeah, he's very cool armor on. We'll bring him right here.
I am with you.
We'll stack everyone up. And then we'll bring up the crow, or the crow. Crow here. And that will be the end of our move, I believe. Oh no, he still has a move point. We might as well move him forward. All right, there is a patrol there. All right, Vakir can move forward a bit as well.
I will comply.
Just get her out of the way.
Intriguing. The Blackstone constructs directly conduit.
Shit.
Brothers,
Not ideal.
take heed of the Noctilith crowns. The enemy is clearly aware of our presence here.
Okay, let's move you up to here into cover. Let's move Ilanthus right here into half cover. We're gonna deal with this this gate here, and then we are going to move up. Let's go ahead and get a full Overwatch stack up on here, and then we should be doing quite well. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of the, well, it's 40% there. I really don't want it to rise to 80. Let's go ahead and bring it down with Crow. That's going to delay that by another turn there. That is very good for us. Although now, oh no, he can still go Overwatch. Okay, perfect. We're going to set him in Overwatch. We're going to set Ilanthus in Overwatch. Ooh, that's not exactly ideal. That's kind of annoying. We'll set the Overwatch going that way for Ilanthus. And then for Storm, we could set his, that's a really shitty spot. Let's go and move him up to there, and we'll set his Overwatch going this way. And that way we are fully prepared to deal with anything that comes our way. Go and put the Inquisitor into cover here, and then we will end the turn. There's one.
All it took was one blessed voice amidst the cacophony of prayers to your false emperor.
Well, it looks like they didn't even trigger most of the Overwatches. Let's you disable his melee weapon. That'll be fine. And then we can finish him off with the second strike here, I think. Yeah, it looks like we will. Yep, there we go. Very nice. And he's going to get his action point back. We can move up, go for a 4-strike if we wanted to, but I think it would just be better to bring Thule right here. Have Thule shoot this guy. You can't shoot him from there. That's really annoying. You can from there, though. All right, we'll have Thule shoot this guy once, and then... Okay, Thule still can't shoot him. That's kind of retarded. He can clearly see him there, but I guess not. All right, well, we can have Vakir shoot him. Oh, I guess it missed. Huh. Interesting. Oh, okay, I guess we just can't shoot him now. That's kind of stupid. All right, well, we're gonna bring the Justicar up right here and have him smack this guy in the face. And then we can have, let's see here. We can have Storm move to right there and shoot him, and then that should finish him off. There we go. Ah, not quite. That is actually really, really annoying that we did not finish him off that round. All right, we're gonna move you up to there, and then we're gonna have you use the warp cleansing ability. That is going to bring it back down to 0%. Nice. Let's move you into cover there, I guess. Yeah, I really don't understand how we weren't able to kill him there. It's okay, though. All right, he's going to heal a little bit. That's okay. We can just finish him off with Atlantis. Oh, there's a lot more there. All right, so we need to hurry up. All right, well, I'm going to go for a play here. Here's going to be the play. All right, so the play will be take Storm, teleport Storm all the way up here. And that way we can bypass all of these guys here. So we teleport Storm here. That is going to discover some guys here. All right. Hear me out. Wait for it. So we have teleported. Now we can move up to here, right? Then we can go for a teleport strike on the furthest one. Teleport ourselves to there. That gets us visual range all the way up to here. Then we can use the Gate of Infinity. Oh, wait, we can't use Gate of Infinity? Why not? Why can't we use Gate of Infinity? Oh, motherfucker. Okay, I just completely misplayed this then. This is going to be not ideal for Storm. I was going to try and use the Gate. Why can't I use... we gotta wait 2 turns, I guess. Okay, yeah, that's not exactly what I would call ideal. Because I basically charged Storm up here to do a very specific thing, and that was to basically just teleport my entire team all the way to the end, which would have been really, really nice to be able to do. But we're gonna go and honor the chapter here for Storm. It's gonna give him +2 AP. I imagine he's going to need all 3 of the AP, so we're going to warp charge it. Hopefully he can gain back some of his points. We might end up taking 1 shot, but that shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to finish this guy off as well. Okay, he has 1 AP left. Fuck, man, that's really not ideal. All right, well, we need to use Crow to bring the warp meter down. So I guess we just have to wait another turn for that. That is like very annoying. I don't know why that's a thing. All right, well, we're gonna get some willpower back. We're gonna kill this guy with Atlantis, and then we are going to move the Inquisitor up to here.
I was already planning that.
We're gonna get Crow to finish this one off. He blocked it, of course, because why wouldn't he? There we go. Kills him, gets him a willpower back. And then, let's see here. If we shoot this guy with Thule, we can kill it. We can kill this guy with Thule. But we really just need to get moving overall. Because we are kind of getting bogged down a bit. All right, well, he's going to get an action point back. That's very nice. Shoot him again. And then we are going to move up to here. So we are almost in range to help out Storm here. Storm can do quite a bit on his own, though. So we don't really need to worry too much about this. All right, let's bring Vakir right there. All right, now Storm has 1 action point remaining. He can hit this guy. I think we will just hit him. We can give him... We could silence him. We could disable his ranged weapon. Yeah, let's disable his ranged weapon. That'll save us a lot of pain. Ooh, and he's gonna get the action point back. Hell yeah, Storm. I love it, man. Storm is really just super OP, man. He's very, very strong. So hopefully we can use the Gate of Infinity now to bring everybody else up, because that is what we really need to do. I know I can teleport Vakir, but I don't want to leave everyone just hanging back here, because it's a bad idea. Oh, what the fuck is that thing?
She is nothing if not persistent.
I have not seen that thing yet. Well, there is a tower here that we can shoot to knock over onto this guy. We can shoot it and knock it that way. Okay, well, it doesn't look like we can do it this turn. We could hit him for a little bit of damage. We could astral aim him for even more. First of all, we need to move up Pro where he has 1 action point remaining. And then we need to pop his ability again. We are slowly running out of willpower, though. This will be the last time we can pop this unless we are able to get him some kills. That is going to bring the warp meter all the way down to 20%. Very nice. All right, well, Iolanthus can kill this guy. Okay, he's going to block it again. That's really annoying. That's the second time Iolanthus, we've had a strike blocked in 2 turns here. A little bit annoying. Well, we can move Vakir all the way up to here. She won't be able to do much, but that's okay. We could shoot this guy here to strip the armor. Let's go ahead and do so. And then we can bring Storm in to finish him off here. It's not going to knock him out of Overwatch or anything. I guess we could just shoot this guy again here. That'll be fine. There we go. Finish that guy off. And then we need to come on, rotate correctly, please. Thank you. All right, so this guy is all the way over here. We could run all the way over here and slap him in the face, but I think we should probably end up waiting. We really need to get Vakir going though. We still have three moves here. So wait, can we Gate of Infinity yet? No, we cannot Gate of Infinity. That's really frustrating. We could teleport over to here. That's gonna use, yeah, I think we should. All right, we can teleport there. We can run up and hit this guy. We'll still have 2 action points remaining. We did refresh our action point there, so that's nice. All right, we can deal a significant amount of damage to him. He's gonna get plus 9 HP every time we hit him, I guess. Yeah, oh yeah, he's gonna get that every single time. Okay, well, that's a little bit annoying, but we can ooh, we can panic him, or we can afflict a 4 damage bleed that reduces by 1 per turn. Yeah, I think we should do the bleed. That is gonna deal another chunk of damage plus that 4 damage. Okay, that really didn't do much, huh? All right, well, he did his swing attack there. He's gonna take that 4 bleed damage, and then this gate is gonna spit out some more guys. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, here, let me finish that voice line.
You are nothing.
Perhaps. But I still have unspoken truths you lust after. All you need to do is ask.
No.
Unleash me.
All right, so unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of the episode. This is a very long mission, and I don't want to just squeeze it all into one part. I would like to be able to extend this to 2. I mean, considering both of these episodes are coming out in the same day, you don't have to wait that long for the second one to come out. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to our channel members in particular, though. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Mooncheese, Cameron, Franklin, Shadowfighter Pro, and JT. Thank you all so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there, and peace out.